You're curious about and you have to do it. Hey,
I saw your video. What I was going to say is mostly I do not practice. These are only so it's online.
Yeah.
Smaller than the green mask.
Give it a few more minutes to see if anybody else joins today. Just so you know, Sarah and Cha, I cannot see you. No. Yay. Ooh, I'm so matchy. I didn't even notice that. The red, white, and blue with the red, white, and blue. These are unintentionally my colors, I guess. So as we wait 2 more minutes before, just to see if anybody else joins us and do a quick check-in. I'm good. I'm walking some fresh new braids, which will shortly get destroyed after jiu-jitsu class. Pretty proud of myself though. I figured out a hairstyle that actually works for me. It's been a decade. I finally figured it out. Jennifer, how are you doing? Great to see you. You can be anything random or it can be actually productive. I don't care. Just checking in.
Yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything is fine. That's good. How about you, Sarah and Cha? Great to see the gang back together.
I'm doing all right. I lifted this morning, and then after I lifted, my work decided it wanted to move around some equipment, so we lifted some beams, and now I'm sore.
Oh God, that's always great. How are you, Sarah? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good, doing well, and probably going, hoping to get back to training in person here next month.
Yay.
Peninsula
Is-
already, but
Huh?
yeah. I know the peninsula is more opened up, so
Yeah.
there was a training camp I almost did, but I passed on that this month. But yeah, I'm excited. I guess jujitsu's, coming back.
Yeah. And you guys haven't heard anything about Four Elements opening up again yet, have you? No. That's okay.
Not officially, but you'll probably be getting communications soon.
Cool. Yeah, I would like to start teaching there. If I did, I'd probably only be able to do 6:30. Hopefully that wouldn't change any guys' plans. 6:30 on Mondays. If it works out for me to teach there, because I have a 4:30 here, and seems like we're going over to about 6, so I gotta get time to get over there. But yeah, all right. So this month we're doing mount escapes. Last week we kind of did a drive run through a few mount escapes that work really well for self-defense. And this week we can just go over, I don't know, what do you guys want to go over so far as mount escapes is concerned? Or we can go into some mount attacks too. Just do mount anything. We have a little bit more of an advanced crew on today.
You started working on getting into butterfly, so I would think like getting from mount to butterfly and then attacking that, like sweeps or an attack from butterfly.
Yeah, so okay, we'll go over a sweep that I actually did in a class on Thursday. So we can just work on the self-defense part of the mount. This guy. So we're here, they're mounted on top of us. Let's work on just the warm-up, which would be V-popping at the hips, actually. So usually when we're doing this bump escape, the person's not already going to be settled. It works really well as they're mounting, and then we pop and get into the position. But say that they are already mounted and we want to do the bump escape too. It works best if they're sitting up. Then we can bump them with our knee to get them going forward as they're landing. Then we're gonna pop and get into the position. So you can do it one of two ways. If they're already based, hand on the ground, base here, it's gonna be very difficult for you to do that bump escape. You're gonna have to get them going before you bump and escape. They're usually gonna be using their hands to drive their weight back down. So usually if they're already based, that's when I'll work my frame escapes to get out. But let's just work the bump escape. So you can have your dummy on top of you or your training partner, right? Pop them at the knee, up, and then butterfly to sit out. Any questions? There you go, Jennifer. Do it again, child. So you're gonna wanna, it's gonna be a knee bump just to get them to go forward, and then you're gonna bridge and pop, right? It can be a bridge too. It can be a slow bridge to get them going forward, just a pop bridge just to get them going forward. But if you do a full bridge to get them going up, you're gonna have to bridge again, right? So you do a knee bump to get them going forward, and then you bridge. You're gonna pop them with the hips. Right? So it's gonna be a knee bump to get them going forward, then bridge. So when I'm doing that bridge, I'm really popping up. So knee bump, they go forward, pop. Knee bump, they go forward, pop. Make sense? Oh, do it again? Okay, sorry. Knee bump, they go forward, pop. Knee bump, they go forward, pop. So it's 2, right? Even if you just bridge to go forward, you're gonna bridge again. So if my dummy's on top, sitting up, knee bump, pop, and then go. Does that make sense? Oh, I think she's frozen. Yeah, you're doing good, Jennifer. You don't even have to do both legs together. You can do one leg. You do one leg, keep your butterfly hook your single butterfly hook active, and then you can work the second leg in. They might not always go in together at the same time. Yeah. But as you sit forward, before you sit forward, you're gonna bring that other leg in. So say I'm here, I pop, I can only get one leg in. I'm gonna keep him up until I get this other leg in, and then I'm gonna shoot forward. Okay. Yeah, try not to rush it too much. Okay, so let's work. So when we're doing this, versus just focusing on, okay, you're back.
We'll have
Were you guys able to do any of the drill?
Oh yeah, and then my internet died and I reset the router.
Oh, okay, cool. So today we're gonna focus more on like the push-pull action here and everything that we're doing. So everything that we're setting up is not gonna work well unless we have that sensitivity with the push-pull. Now, Jennifer, I know you're working with the dummy, so the push-pull is still there. You're just working with straight gravity. That's always gonna be a falling motion that you have. Even though you won't have like as much reaction, you still have reaction with dead weight. We're gonna start to set up into like a Lucas ledge sweep off of this. But first we're just gonna enter into the half guard. Okay, so as we're here, we get into the, after we get into the butterfly position, we're gonna have, if you have a dummy, let's underhook. If you don't have it, start with the underhook. Sorry, if you have a dummy, start with the underhook. If you don't have a dummy, start with the frame and then work yourself into an underhook. Okay, you see, because I have the dummy, they're not gonna, he's already falling backwards, so he won't be falling forward because they're not putting, the dummy's not putting weight into me. So with the dummy, how this will look. We're starting in the mount position, bump, it's full. We're gonna start here with the underhook. Okay, your back foot's gonna be crossed. You're gonna fall to your side, elevate, and then get to your side. So we're already kind of working, taking the back from the butterfly position. Okay, and then we're just gonna stop here. I want you to either grab onto your training partner or dummy's hip, or as we come through, we're grabbing at the shoulder. So if I flip it around, you guys see me here, I'm either grabbing at very low at the hip or very high at the shoulder. Okay, and I'm clamping my elbow down tight and pulling into me. The dummy would be whizzing if he was an actual person to prevent that, my attack behind, okay? You guys want me to do it again? One for yes, thumbs up for no, thumbs up for you're good. Okay. Cha says she's good, but I'm gonna do it again. Okay, starting from the top. Starting in the mount position. Okay, we are bumping the knee to get them going forward, tapping, getting into the butterfly position. If you don't have a dummy, you'll start with your frame and then work into the underhook. If you have your dummy, put yourself in the underhook position. I have a post behind my body so that I can maintain my base. Okay, from here, I am tilting myself to the side, elevating, and then I'm just shooting myself through into the half guard. I'm gonna either grab low at the hip, pulling the hip tight to me, or I'm grabbing high. Got it? Thumbs up if you got it. One if you need me to do it again. Good.
Watch Sean Sarah do it once.
Okay. There you go. Oh, you're not sweeping. You're not sweeping. You're just elevating her and shooting like you're trying to take the back from the butterfly position. Yep. All right, but you need to get your head down to her belly button so she's not. So you need to get low on the body. You need to get your head lower, all the way to her butt cheek, Cha, so she can't no longer grab onto your head. Yeah. Do it again. Oh, it's got Krista here. So do it again, just from the butterfly position, Cha. Just from the butterfly. All right, so I want you to start with your frame, put your back of the hand on your forehead, like a dunce, like you're like, oh, you messed something up. Get your butt behind your head, and then I want you to push into her, right? Like this. All right, so your elbow and your hand should be touching her at this point. Good. From here, right? This is where you're gonna feel the push pull. As you push into her, Sarah's gonna push back, and you're gonna time that to swim your arm into the underhook. Right, exactly. Right. From here, you can just fall to your side. That's it. And shoot your legs into half guard. Yes. Now your hand should be grabbing her hip bone and pulling that into her, your hip as tight as you can. Yes, there. That's the better position. Now, as I get into that position, that's just what you're doing. I can elevate to make my transition easier. Is kind of what I was saying, all right? And that's all you're doing. You're just here, swinging your hand in, shooting your legs into half guard. Mm-hmm. Or you can grab high, Sarah, either or. All the way at her shoulder. All right, everybody look in real quick. So I'm using this tool, I don't know what this is. It's kind of like a box tool to show you guys how well this works. It works even better to illustrate this with the dead object, because if I'm not supporting it, it's just falling over. Okay. Now, when you have a human body can support itself, right? We can support ourselves to stay upright. You don't need something else to support us. So you have to trick a person to overly push forward so they're falling into your trap, right? That's why we're setting things up with this push-pull motion. As they're pushing into us, we're sliding down lower. This is how like that back take from half guard works so well. So as I'm setting up my frame and they're pushing into me, I'm slipping out of the way and I'm slipping down lower as they're falling. Okay, as they're falling to the floor. So this is how it works. I'm here, there's a push-pull motion. As I feel them coming in, my hand comes out and I'm slipping past. I'll do it one more time, right? I'm supporting the structure. This is the push-pull motion. As they're pushing back, I'm gonna slip past. And I have to be moving my butt at the same time. So I'm here and I'm slipping past. So by the time I have that underhook, my hips are already below on the belly and I already have that angle. I'm kind of seeing you guys kind of shimmy your way through to the hip after they've already fallen, which means something is off, right? Either you're not moving efficiently as they're falling past, or you're not being sensitive to the push-pull motion. Does that make sense? So try it again with your training partner. Yes. Yes. You can even get your head, like you really want, you could, next time aim for your head to be, your ear to be. Yes, much better, Sha. And Jennifer, you don't even really have to do that push-pull motion. The dummy's already falling. All you need to do is slip past, right? So yours is even more sensitive. So you're just gonna set him up. You know he's already falling. You're just slipping past. Yes, much better, Jennifer. So for you guys who are have your training partners, keep the V pop in the armpits. So go ahead and do the whole thing. V pop at the hip. No, so keep, sorry, I'll tell you when to keep the V pop in the armpit. So keep your hands at her hip. Bumper. Right here, right here. Yes, keep that. Yes, yeah. And then you can start to set up here with her in there. Much better. Yeah, there you go. So Sarah and Shaw, you can even use those V pops as frames. So you don't even have to switch. From here to here, you can be here, and then just transition your hand from here into the underhook. Boom, boom. Make sense? So now you have less.
Yvonne, what were you saying earlier? You cut out right when you said try to get your ear close to their what?
Oh, their hip.
Okay.
Looking better. All right, you guys, let's work on that Lucas Lich sweep first. So, right, we're here, we get them past, and now we're into the half guard position. So from here, you want to use your outside leg gripping at their kind of Achilles area and pulling that leg outside their hip. So you see, I think you're gonna have to look in the tall camera. I'm not sure if you can see it in the close one. I'll see if I can move up higher. I can't really see you guys right now, see where I am, but here, not at the knee, closer to the foot, so I can really contort that hip. From here is when I want to bridge in. They're gonna push back, and that's when we're gonna V-pop, bridge, and get them to sweep over, get swept over. Okay, so I'll do it one more time. From this position, from the butterfly, we work to the half guard, deep into the half guard. I'm going to hip in. Right, I've already gotten my foot into the position where I'm pulling this heel out. I'm hipping in. They're gonna push back, drop my butt, bridge again, and then I come on top. Question. No, one to do it again, thumbs up if you're good. And Jennifer, you can just point that way. You want to see them. All right. All right. And then make sure you V-pop in the knee. Do you pop in the knee, Cha? That hand that's not doing anything. I'm gonna turn it this guys so you guys can see. All right, so after I'm here, when I'm getting ready to bridge, this hand is supporting the knee. So I'm here bridging. Boom. Right, that's what I meant by V popping the knee. I know. Sorry, Jennifer. Hopefully you got it. No, you guys froze. It was just like, and then the sweep.
That's keep popping of the knee, froze.
Yeah. So. Make sure you bridge again, Sarah. I don't think your feet were on the ground. So you need to keep your feet on the ground. So you, as you get her coming like right back on top of you, boom, you're gonna send your hips again. Much better. Yeah, that was way more powerful. It was a big difference. All right. One detail that only training partners are missing. The dummy won't be able to do this. Training partners, as the person on top, the person who's getting swept, when the person goes in for the underhook, you gotta hit that whizzer. So if I can set the dummy up. It's kind of heavy now, but the dummy is going in for my back. I actually have to have the whizzer just to hold him up, right? But I have to have this whizzer. My hand is here punching down, right? Punching down as he has the underhook. Because this kind of sets up our counter. Otherwise, the person would just be free to just go to our back all day. So we're going for the Lucas leg sweep because the person on bottom can no longer go for our back. So this is the counter to a move. The counter is to the person attacking our back. And we need to put this whizzer down to make the situation a little more realistic. And I'm telling you guys this because I totally got yelled at when I wasn't whizzering on Thursday. My coach was just like, his face was literally, he didn't even yell at me. I knew he was so pissed because he was like this. And then he had a huge lecture afterwards about giving realistic looks. So, whizzer. Make sure you hip in, because Sarah, I know Sarah in reality has a really good base, so she's not going to just let you sweep her, right? So it's a push pull. Remember, the main concept from today's class is that push pull, working off counters, working off reads. One leg, then the other leg. There you go. Yes, that was a really good one. It's huge difference in how the sweep is executed when you're getting those real reads. Okay, one more rep and then another story. Okay, you guys. So timing, right? That's the next concept here. Timing. You guys know like waves, how when they come and they flow back, they like really suck. It's like a vacuum when the wave pulls back. It's a vacuum. When you actually have your foot in the water, when the wave is rolling back, you feel yourself getting sucked into the ocean, right? One of the reasons why is just nature and gravity sucking us back in, but we can create this same feel with timing, with the push pull. So we can't push, and then when the person's pulling, we just stay stagnant. We have to move with the flow, right? So everything becomes one motion. Like everything, the whole rep is one motion. And this is there's this guy at the Resistance. His name is Eddie Abasola. A lot of people in the Muay Thai world really respect him as a fighter. And I remember one of the quotes he said in the classes that he was teaching was, everything's one motion. Make everything one motion. Make this drill one motion. Make the class one motion. Make the day one motion. So when you're doing this drill, it's not a segment of different steps. Everything is one motion, and the way it's connected is with the push-pull and the timing of us allowing the person to fall into our trap, right? It starts with the first hip bump. What I'm saying, and I'm saying this more for training partners because Jennifer, you're working with pure gravity here. What I'm seeing is you bump, the person stops, their weight is settled, and then you're trying to pop again. You're popping way too late. So you have to feel that pop motion, push, pull, and push, pull back into it, right? Everything, try to make that whole feeling one motion. And it starts with getting sensitive and shortening your margins for when you react, like quickening the timing for when you're supposed to react. If you wait too long, it's too late, the moment's passed. Now it's a whole nother motion. Does that make sense? I know that was really abstract, but it's the only way I can visualize it to like make it come to life for you guys. We'll see how it's changed how you do this drill again. You're doing the same thing, same exact thing. Get the timing right. Work with the wave, right? If I'm doing this and I stop, there's another motion now. Right? Everything is one motion. It's not about moving faster, it's about moving with. Smooth is fast. All right. If you're moving faster, you're still not moving with emotion. You got to base, Sarah. You can't just let her sweep you. You got to base and get your whizzer, and then she's got to bump you back, and then she's gonna go. All right. Better. It's getting there. You guys just keep drilling it. It's gonna come. I'm gonna take you guys to the speaker. Oh man, the music's good. He's playing some Carlos Santana. Never mind. 2 more minutes. Keep drilling. All right, finish this last rep. All right, fine. How are you feeling with this, Jennifer?
Well, it's awesome because the dummy will just go right over. So
Right.
you'll do a real person at some point.
Yeah. The cool thing about the dummy is that you're already working with gravity, so you don't have to set up that push-pull action. But like you're right, with the person, you're gonna have to be more sensitive and a little bit more active there, right? Because they're not just gonna fall over, and you're gonna have to fight a little bit more. But you were moving really well, just from what I saw. So, do you have any questions?
I don't think so. I think it's more about doing it with a real person and seeing where it is that's unrealistic. That's not going to be so smooth.
Cool. Okay. Awesome. Sarah, Cha, how you guys doing?
It was good. Getting the legs both in at the same time is probably going to be the most difficult part in reels, like in real rolls. It was pretty difficult with a semi-cooperative partner. Like, Sarah's letting me pop her hips up, and I'm letting her pop my hips up. But like, just knowing that somebody is trying to like put their hips down, like that, it's so hard to just get my leg through, even one leg.
Okay. Yeah. What I noticed with you is you need to develop more core strength, right? So even as you're popping, when you come back down, you kind of sink your body down. You have to aim for your knee to get to your shoulder, right? A little bit more. So you have to stay a little bit more in this tuck to come in. That's what I did see you struggle to get your knee just to your chest. So you don't have to work on getting both legs in on time. You can just try to fight to get one leg in, but it does require for you to keep your core like connected. If your core at any time disconnects your upper body from your lower body, it's going to get difficult. It's going to be difficult for you to get in there. So I did notice you get struggle with that. I would just have to see you in person to help you out with that more, I think. Sarah, anything there?
Yeah, just working on, it might be that same core thing, but just V popping powerful enough to, or I guess just the bridging powerful enough to get into the butterfly. Yeah.
Yeah. It could be like hip flexor tightness. I know with jiu-jitsu, we do have that issue just because we're constantly here, so you don't allow your hip flexors to elongate a little bit. Because I noticed like two different things for you to work on, both to work on. Cha's more like just strengthening your core so you can get your legs to your shoulders. And Sarah is more about extending your hips a little bit higher. Because I didn't see your butt like really activate in that bridge as high to go up. Right. So maybe can you do this real quick? Are you able to do this? Like I can't even do it. You can see like my hip flexors really struggle to get down to the floor, but like getting my hips all the way down, like yours lower than I can.
I don't know.
Yeah. You're a little bit more strength. What about bridging? What does your bridge look like? Like on your back? Bridge as high as you can? Yeah. What about single leg bridge? Yeah. Other leg. Try the other leg. Yeah. Your bridging looks tight. Is it hard though? Do you feel it really in your butt?
Yeah, single leg bridges are difficult.
Yeah. Okay. So probably just work on those more and then do a few of those. Add this into your routine, just the explosive bridge right here. Boom. Getting your hips higher too. Explosive bridging, that might help. All right, you guys. Are you guys, so quick question, are you guys able to train in person at all? Are you still, everybody's still waiting to get vaccinated?
I'm vaccinated. I'm seeing my folks this weekend, so I haven't been training. But next week I think I'm gonna go back to doing something.
Okay.
I'm vaccinated and can be training in person right now, but I'm just I'm working a lot, so I figured it's close enough. I think things are opening in June or whatever.
Oh man, you kind of cut out towards the end. I'm not sure. I heard you say you're vaccinated too, but you're waiting for something.
Yeah, I could be training in person right now. I'm just really busy at work, so I'm not trying that hard to get somewhere.
Oh, okay. So Chaz vaccinated. Sarah, would it be easier? So I would like to train with you guys in person. So I'm not sure if you guys can make it out here to South City or if you prefer me to go to Fort Element. What would you guys prefer?
I mean, yeah, we should set that up. That sounds great. I don't think, Four Elements isn't technically open yet, but maybe we can make it out there to where you're at.
You guys can totally. Yeah, you guys could totally come in, like for sure. We'll don't worry about the money part. Just worry about like if transportation is an issue. San Bruno BART station. We're right next to San Bruno BART station, so I can grab you, and then we could probably push class to 6:15 or 6:30 or whatever. So we can let's just coordinate through Facebook Messenger, and we'll figure out times if 6 o'clock works, because I have clients here, and we'll probably go until about, like, I looked at the clock today, I was like, oh shit, it's 5:50, I have to start class, right? So we can either start at 6 if you guys can get here on your own, or if you want me to come pick you up at BART, then we can do like 6:15 or 6:30, right? So just meet you at the BART at 6:05 or whatever time you guys get there. We'll coordinate, right? But it'd be nice to train with you guys in person if you guys want.
Yeah,
We're
that'd be
open,
cool.
as you can see. Yeah. All right, you guys.
All right, thank you.
All right.
You're
Thanks.
welcome.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.